Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Winnie's Inspirations and Testimonies. Here I share my journey with breast cancer. My purpose for sharing this journey is to inspire, to give hope, and to encourage someone who's going through a similar situation. And today I just want us to look at the support system that you have as a cancer patient. So today, just to discuss or to bring this topic into perspective, I have my friends who worked with me in this journey, who encouraged me, who gave me hope, and who also guided me when I was lost, who held my hands when I was down. And these friends, I remember when I was first diagnosed and I informed them, they organized in 2 days. They were all in my house and they were brainstorming on what we are going to do about this. And those are the kind of friends I'm talking about. And I'm also trying to encourage people to build their relationships, because these are friends I've known for more than 10 years and they really came in handy during this time. So without much ado, I just want to welcome them so that they can share their journey. Thank you very much, and just join us as we continue this. So here I have my darling Claire. Her name is Claire. Don't mind her laughter. She's the happy soul in that clique of my friends. She's that person who gives a cheer. So I just want her to share her journey. You know, Claire is that one person who freaks out at the mention of something that, you know, that person who even can go under the table when you mention something that shocks her. But I just want her to share her journey, how it was for her. And before even she shares her journey, I just want to just thank her, because she's that person who cheered me up. That person who'd call me and would laugh about everything, about chemo, about surgery, about everything. So Claire, how was the journey for you?
I remember, first of all, you didn't tell me yourself. You had to send an army. I'm kidding, yeah? She actually sent someone to tell me about what was going on. And of course, this is me. I freak out, and I was like, life is so amazing. How do you deal with cancer? Like, oh my God, it's cancer. But for me, the way I look at life and how I've perceived things is looking at the glass half full. I didn't know what to tell her. So in fact, she called and said, Claire. I was like, hi, Winnie. She's like, are you okay? I know you've not called me because you're scared. I was like, oh, you're damn right, I'm scared. Then after that, we just started talking. She just told me what had happened. And it didn't even take a minute. We started laughing. I was like, Winnie, cancer. As in, what? What is cancer? So we just made a fuss out of it. In fact, it ended up all the way to be, Winnie, we're going to win this thing. And we're going to laugh at the devil so hard. Yani, we will embarrass that guy. It was so hilarious. I could not believe that I talked to Winnie, and 1 minute ago we were freaking out, and another minute we were just laughing about it. But there's a lesson here for all of us and anyone out there who's struggling with anything. It may be just not cancer, but today, because we're addressing this very sensitive topic, sometimes it seems like it's heavy, it's crazy, it's dark. But honestly speaking, because of my personality, I was able to be there to just make moments funny, make moments interesting, make moments joyful, just laugh about her whole process. We even wondered about what hairstyle she's going to put. Like, really? Who does that? Because what? She's laughing, yeah, she knows. We're like, sasa, sijui tutafanya nini na nywele. Because it had to happen. But you know what? Always be there for your friend. If you can and you're the funny one in the group, bring some joy in a very difficult situation. It goes a long, long way, because not every day is the same. That day, Winnie called. She needed a silly friend to just laugh. And that was me that day.
Hey,
Winnie. So here I have a friend. She's called Faith. Wow, this girl held me up in prayers. I know if you know Faith, you know what I'm talking about. She's the girl who, and I called her when I'm down, she quotes that Bible verse and I would be, wow, that was it. So Faith, how was the journey? And what did you advise people outside there who are going through the same journey that I went through? And also the journey that you went through as a friend, as a support group.
Wow. Well, thank you, Winnie. I'm honored to be on your channel today. And let me say the moment I found out about the diagnosis. That was I remember I didn't sleep for a couple of days because I remember waking up in the middle of the night and having almost like a panic attack. Like, was it a dream? Did it really happen? And then knowing someone is different because seeing it on social media or when it happens to someone who is not close to you, it hurts, but the pain now here had come close home. And it had to take a moment of just soul searching, because then at that point there was the fear. We had I remember one thing you told me was, I know that there's cancer history in the family, but the difference between me and them is they didn't seek treatment. And that thing just caught me, and I just saw that this girl, her faith had been stirred. And for me, my role was to pray for you.
Yeah.
And at that, I remember during the initial stages when I couldn't sleep or I was going through the fear stage, I remember asking God, what's your plan? Because he's the one who if you do not understand that we are all from him, and he's the one who carries our lives in his hands, then you end up feeling a lot of regret and a lot of anger even towards life and towards the world itself. And so that time I remember we held hands with a number of us friends, and we prayed and fasted for you, and it became clear. And when Winnie said she's going to live, that was done for us. I remember quoting scripture over you, Psalm 118:17. You shall not die, but you shall live to declare the goodness in the land of God in the land of the living. That was so important for us.
Yeah, sure.
And something I would advise anybody who's going through a tough season, doesn't have to be cancer, but any tough season is, don't lose your faith. Because you have to have that, at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, that point where you go back, a point of reference to say, I never lost my faith. And that was what the prayer that I kept praying over you, that even though you go through the tough waters, that you will know that God is with you. And I think with your story, seeing the miracles that were happening along the way, it confirmed to me that God was in this. Right from the first doctor that you saw, then a few days later you saw the second opinion, and they changed the treatment plan. And I knew God was in that. Even the divine helpers, when you would go for your chemotherapy sessions, the people who stepped in to just help. The times when I remember also something that was very personal to me was coming to your house and we got to see the scar. And for me it was a moment. It was a moment, and to say, yes, you have a scar, but you're a survivor. That's a badge of honor. Yeah. It's a sign that you're a survivor. You've survived something, and it's not going to put you down. And so I think what I can say, which carried me through and us through that season, was just knowing that even though we go through the valley of the shadow of death, God is there. And we need to keep referring back to him and to his word. What does he say? What does he say? Because there's no point of going through an experience such as this and not coming out of it stronger.
It's true.
Yeah. So that is what I would say. And I know that having seen how you've come out on this other side, even the face glows. There's that, we need the first one to encourage someone. You were very quiet and reserved. I don't know where that voice happened. Maybe it's the chemo medication, but her voice just came out and she was able to just encourage people even through this channel. So please subscribe, please like, please comment, because you're going to share this and it will encourage someone. So thank you.
So you had subscribe, guys. Subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe.
Yeah.
Share, like.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you,
Hey,
Faith.
Paris.
Hi.
Hey, welcome to my YouTube channel, Mama.
Thank you.
So, Paris is a very good friend. I would say childhood friend. I've known her since childhood. And apart from being that childhood friend, she's also my doctor friend. I call her my doctor friend because she's in the medical industry. She's a nurse by profession, and she's that person I would call when I need to seek second opinion. For example, And when I met my surgeon first, he told me you're going for surgery. Then, after a few days, I'm being told, no, you're not going for surgery and you're going to for chemo. And at that time, I felt like I'm lost. These people want cancer to spread in my body. And when I called her, she was able to calm me down and explain what had not been explained. So how was the journey for you, my dear, having been in that industry, having seen the worst and the best case scenarios?
Winnie, I think when a diagnosis is made of a friend, a relative, somebody who's closer to you, you never think it will be that close.
Yeah.
You know, because you've seen many patients who've, you know, gone through cancer. Some of them, you know, they died. Some of them, you know, they survived. And it's scary because it's somebody you know, you don't want something bad to happen to them. You want the best medical care for them. And that's why every time you'd want to make a decision, I was like, hold on, I think this is not right, this is right, what is the right thing to do, you know. Because that journey of making a decision of even the test you need to do, confirming what the doctor has said, I think it's important to have that friend who tells you, fine, go ahead, seek a second opinion if you must. Because I remember the first doctor you saw, we all decided that we need to get a second opinion. Let's go to another hospital. Let's do more tests. Let's run more tests on you, whether it's lab, whether it's radiological tests. And that's what majority of patients, they don't like to share, because there's still a bit of stigma among people, and most people don't want to share their diagnosis with others. So they end up having seen one doctor, they do a surgery, or they go through a test, which are probably unnecessary, some are necessary. Some, when they're advised to do a test by a doctor, they opt to not to do, because they think they want the money, you know. Oh, they just want my money, they want to just use my insurance money for this. So most people don't do the test and opt out. And then when they get to the worst case scenario, they're told, oh, you know, if you're done this test, the outcome could not be this bad. And I remember when he's telling you, please follow every instruction you're given by the doctor. If your surgeon says, do not eat this, if they tell you take this test, please don't look at the money, look at the outcome. What are they looking for? And when you're very lucky, you had a group of beautiful doctors. They were amazing. Those majority of doctors, your doctors, I knew all of them. And they explain to you every step that you need to do. Like I remember when you're going for a PET scan, and it's not covered by insurance, you know, and it's not cheap either. And it's only done in one hospital, Aga Khan Hospital. So, and I remember you telling me, I've been told to do a PET scan. What are they looking for, you know? And I asked you, what has the doctor told you? And you told me, the doctors told me we need to confirm and reconfirm, so that when I'm going through chemo, they know everything about me, they know how I am as a person, inside out, you know. And those tests are important. But majority of people opt out. They're like, that's an expensive test. I know some people, affordability is a challenge, which is true. They're expensive. Most of those cancer medications are expensive. Most of those tests are expensive. So you're asking yourself, do I do? Do I not do? And yet, they're equally important. They are very important tests, because they guide the doctor in the kind of medications you need to do. They guide the doctor. Do you need to do surgery now? Do you need the chemotherapy now? What is the step? They guide the doctor in every step. And that's why when you had a group of doctors, all of them play a big role. Not only the oncologist and the surgeon, even the counselors, you know, the people you meet through the journey, they all play an important role in your life, because it's a multidisciplinary team that take care of a patient. It's not only one doctor who takes care of a patient. And majority of people say, why is this doctor seeing me? Oh, that one wants to use my 5,000 for consultation. These are person. And those doctors are not expensive also. But I really encourage people, don't look at the money bits of life, look at the outcome you're getting. If the hospital can be expensive, but look at the outcome. Am I getting the best out of my money? Am I getting the best, treatment? And if you're getting the best, go for it. Go for it. Even if it's Kenyatta, if you're getting the best in KNH, please go for it. Because at the end of the day, you need to be alive. You need to be alive. It's your life you need to take control. Even if it's to sell that land, how much land you need, Even if you need to sell your car to get treatment, sell it. Just have a support group of people to take you through and help you financially to that journey, because at the end, it's your life you need to be alive. Winnie went through it and she's awesome now. And I really appreciate that she didn't look at the money, the consultation, all that chemo is expensive, and even the medicine she's taking now, they're not equally cheap, they're expensive. But talk to people, ask them, where can I get this medicine cheap? Do your research, ask the people who've gone through it, ask them, where can I get this medication cheap? Because some of them are imported, some of them are locally found. And I remember, Winnie, I'm glad you didn't say, I'm going out of the country to India, where everybody goes, to get treatment. And yet, Kenya is rich with good medical care. Kenya is rich with good doctors. So why go to India and yet you can still get the best medical care here? So please, before you rush to India, before you go there for treatment, do research about the hospitals we have in Kenya. Winnie was treated in Aga Khan, and she's here today because she was treated in Kenya. She was treated in Kenya, not India, not UK, not anywhere else. Please, before you run to India, ask yourself, what am I going for there? What's my outcome? Yes, you're being told the medications there are cheaper and all that, but is it really cheap? Are you getting the best? Please, Kenya, we have a good medical system. We have the best doctors. Please, people, don't run. Use what we have. Thank you.
Thank you, Josephine, Paris, and Faith for sharing your story. And also thank you, viewers, for taking your time to watch their stories on how they were able to help me during this journey. And so this is just the first episode of my journey. I still have another episode where I have 3 other friends who are going to share their journey. And that's not all the list of my friends. Here are usually 10. So the other 3 were not able to shoot this video, but I'll make a point to look for them and shoot the video with them. And also thank you, Secret Valley Gardens in Naivasha, for you allowing us to use your space to shoot this video. Thank you very much, and may God bless you. If you've not subscribed to my channel, kindly click on that subscription button, like, share, and comment on my videos. Thank you very much, and may God bless you.